stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And today is Wednesday. And as you know, we usually always have a fabulous little sketch. But today I am doing something totally different. Today we are going to, and I'm trying to make sure that I have this down here someplace, but it doesn't look like my video is showing up. That we are going to create cards today made with side, what are they called? I can't even think. Flaps. That's what we're going for, side flaps. So that's what we are dealing with today. And I am trying to get my oh, you'll have to forgive me, you guys. I'm trying to get my thing to work here on my computer so then I can go ahead and go from there. But obviously, I guess I'm not going to do that. So these are our two cards today. Anybody who is watching, thank you for working with me today, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play with me. I love to make cards for you. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world to do, is to make cards. So these two cards that we have, they're a little bit different. Each one gives you a different way that it opens up and has a sideways flap. So our first card that we are going to do is going to be this one. And this one is done with mostly retired stuff. So it is, one is with all these 2004, 2006 in color Glimmer specialty paper. Bling, bling, bling. So we have the Pretty in Pink and the Petunia Pop and the Peach Pie, and over here then is our Shy Shamrock, and this is our Summer Splash. So we are doing that one. We're also using the Unbound Beauty Designer Series paper, and it has all these beautiful, this has been one of my favorite things, it has all the in colors, and then there's some different random design on the back, but all of these have different designs on them. And so they're fabulous and fun to use. Now, with that, I am in a card swap, and I decided to make all my cards done with these. And so here I am right now. It's all about the cards. So I used all the retired in colors, and that's what I'm sending my people, my swappers. Okay, it's wide open. And then what I have is that I have the bottom that secures the flap. So then the flap doesn't open. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So happy about that. So I hope all is working, and I hope I was able to change this. Let me go back and see if I am on the wrong site. We'll see if that is what's going on right now. Doesn't look like I am on my wrong site. It just looks like I am just really having a hard time recording. So I'm just choosing that. My phone is doing what it's supposed to do right now. So that's what I'm hoping for. All right. So as we are going to get ourselves ready for this fabulous action of card making today, I'm going to show you step by step. You guys all know that all the information you need, it's on my website, and you can get everything there for all the dimensions. So this time I decided that instead of doing a summer splash, we are going to do a Petunia pop. We are also using with our butterflies, these beautiful little butterfly dies are on the inside. Is what I used for these. And that's with Beautiful Butterfly. Again, another retired set. This is also retired. I am using the Flowers of Beauty. And on that, we're using this beautiful. I love this. It is one of my favorite dies. Okay, so that's what makes out this big old die right here. We also have the 2024-2026 in color flat pearls that we will create with. We have our 2 1/2 inch circle punch. Here's our piece of white. That's our inside. We have our wonderful little flap that goes on. We are using the Petunia pop for the, and this is bordered ribbon, so we are using it. And I think this is everything we need. So excited. So this is just going to be a different color. And with this, you will also need to have your pencil out. Okay? So we are going to get ourselves ready to rock and roll and make sure that we are doing our fabulous little card. So we're going to start off with our piece. We're going to fold the sides, and then we are just going to give it a nice little creasing. And you want to make sure that you crease it both directions, so you want to get to the point where it can stay flat and doesn't pop up. When we go to create the card, we're always going to make sure that that flap will be on the left side. For here, we're going to also give a nice little crease to this. All right, so we have it. So on this piece, we are going to stick this piece on, and it is going to be close by the side, so it's going to evenly be with this side. So it almost fits right in. And that's what's going to be our first thing that we are going to adhere down. If you want something to be a little bit, a little bit stronger to tape down, then I would use tear and tape. I tore this just a little bit right here, so all I'm going to do is take my liquid adhesive and just put it down. And it'll just stick normally. So then I am taking this, and you're going to make it about a third of the way down. So you're about an inch at the bottom. So we're going to line it up with this side here, and we're just going to press it down. Okay, so there's our side flap. Now to cover this area up, we are taking our piece of basic white, and we are just going to use it as our cover. So it's just going to be, you got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around on this. All right, so that's how this one's going to work. So now we have to play around a little bit with this. So the first thing we want to do is that we want to put this right in the middle, and we want to stick this on top. We want to make sure that you have enough room at the bottom, and you will also have some room towards the top. Then for the first part, we want to make sure that we get this a little more in the center. Then we want to turn this over, and with our pencil, we are going to just outline the tops. And it doesn't have to be a big line, it just has to be a little line, so you can, let me see, oh, there we are, up here at the top, and then down at the bottom. So that lets me know where can I glue this. So I can get glue on it, but yet I'm not gluing off the top so my cards don't open. So I am just gluing this down, and I'm very aware of where the lines are that I can go to. And I am just going all the way around, just dot, 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 dot. I'll show you once I'm done, so you can at least see of where we are. So you can see that. So do you see how much? I don't have a lot of glue on it. And so then we are just going to turn this over. Let's turn it. Oh, we're going to put this down. I'm sorry. We're going to put this down. And then we're going to just put this on top of it. And we're going to try to hopefully get it centered. So that's where this is coming into play. So now we are going to put this on the flap. And as we are on the flap, I'm going to put it a little bit towards the side. Then I'm going to, let's try this one more time. Put this on the side. And then we're going to try to turn it over without moving it very much. And then we're just going to lightly put a line through so you can see the line at the bottom. And that's where we're going to add adhesive. So our adhesive is just going to go right here in the middle. And what I have done before is to make sure that when I opened it, we want a little bit of this just kind of hanging over. There we go. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. You can see that I didn't do a very good job of this. So we are just going to take our scissors and cut off the bottom. Nobody would ever know. Most of the time you want to get this just a little bit higher. This is a better one to use as our proper card. So again, when we open this up, we're going to put this on the bottom of our, and I forgot to do this, on the inside of our card. All right, so now when we close this, then we're going to know that this is going to go right in the center. But even before we do that, we have to put the cardstock over here. And this is our DSP. And it's just fun colors with the orange and with the pretty in pink, and also with the Petunia pop. So it's just fun to have there. Lots of different colors that are showing our ways right now. Now we're going to take a mini dimensional, and we are going to add that to the top of the butterfly. So here we are, and we want to make sure that that is over towards the side. Yeah, if it's not, we'll fix it. And then we want to put this butterfly on. So it is protecting. It's down below, and there's one part over here on the circle, and there's another part over here on the flap, and that will keep the flap tight. So then it doesn't open itself up. So when you open it, you're going to kind of pull up just a little bit. Okay, and here you're just going to kind of twist it to pull it back down. Okay. And then we are going to take our bow and use the glue dots to adhere the bow to about the center of the, I'd say of the circle. Then we're going to grab our fabulous little dots, and we are going to put them on the card. So we're going to just put one up here. We're going to put the middle one in the middle of the butterfly, and then we're going to put the tiny one up above, so it just brings out a little more of the color. And that's it for the card. So it is all ready to be sent. So it's kind of fun to be able to have something like this that goes out and that we can use with lots of sparkle, easy card with a wonderful little side flap, and it's pretty, it's pretty easy. This will float. So you have that. Oh, let me get this underneath here. There you go. So those are our two cards. So I'll let you take a picture if you'd like. And then we're going to move on to our second card. I'm so excited. I love sharing these with you guys. All right, so we're going to move those out of the way. And so our second card that we are making is just a side flap with 2 flaps to it. That's what we are doing with this card. Now we're going to create it just a little bit differently, but it's going to be fun. This is one of my favorite papers out of this, and this is the lovely Blossom Designer Series paper. And again, it has these wonderful little focal points that you can put in the front, or it has the DSP that has flowers, designs, and then they have the different colors that support it. So here we are. And look at that, pretty and pink. Or I lied, the petal pink. This is, what is it? Crumb cake. Here's the Secret Sea. Love that. I just think this is just so beautiful. With the old olive that's involved. This is the cloud cover. So that's what we're going to use for this. And as you can see, this is going to be the Secret Sea, the cloud cover, the old olive, the Designer Series paper, the pink, which is the petal pink. And then we're also using this fabulous covered in flower accents. And so this is what the flowered accents look like. This is the back part. But it's nice that you have some big flowers that you can stamp with. Tear and tape. I have my Secret Sea, my old olive, and my pretty in pink. This is fabulous. This is a 2005-2007 in color flat. Flat Designer Series, or flat pearls. Most of these I have the tape and stuff on the backs. We are using the lovely Florals, which has this beautiful thankful on the front, and I stamped it in the Secret Sea. And then I'm going to use this flower because I didn't like the flower that was on the inside. It didn't feel like it was a blossom. So I wanted to change it. So we're going to use this flower right here, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Now, because I am so poor at making these side little angles, what I did is that I pulled out the Nestled Essentials dies. And then let me see if I can find this. And then all I did is I just put this where I wanted it, and then I cut. That's all I did. And so I cut the end off. And that's it. And so that just gave me a nice little banner. So that's how I got that. Something a little bit different. You can look at, you know, something I'm not very good at, cutting it in the middle and then cutting them up on both sides, the diagonal cuts. Not very good at that at all. So I'm shortcutting. This is just a single quadrant of our cardstock. So this is just, it doesn't open with the exception of the flaps. All right, it's just a single piece of paper that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's what we're going to start off with. All right, we have our cloud cover. And again, I just saved time. I already have this ready to be put down. I have this ready to be put down for the flap. And I'm going to do these together. So I'm going to just kind of find out where I want them to be, and then I'm just going to put these down. And it's going to go a little bit faster than what it went before for me. And all I'm doing is picking off the backs of the tear and tape. They are ready to go. Ugh. They were ready to go before I tore it. And this tape is really, really strong. And all you're doing is picking off the top layer and pulling it out. Now I want to make sure I will have to do some doctoring on this side. I will get to that in just a minute. There we go. And I should have my silicone pad out here so I can just stick things to the pad so I can keep on going. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue at the top, at the bottom. So that's all I did. So we're going to take this, and because this is going to open from the other side, let me get some of this out of here so I can see what I'm doing. So I am just going to put this right about in the middle. All right, so that's what I'm going to do, is put this in the middle, and then this is going to give me right where I want to be. Let me do it this way. So I'm here, and then I'm putting this right in the middle of the cloud cover, and then I'm bringing this around. Now, if this bothers you, having this side over here, before you glue everything down, then give it a cut. Otherwise, for me, it doesn't bother me. All right, so now we have the flaps in place. So we're going to open up the flaps, and then we have, let's do this first before I get carried away. I want to put the thank you, or the thankful, on this. And remember, when you do this, you want to make sure that you, I'm going to put it a little bit more towards the left. We're going to go straight down and come straight up. All right. We're going to leave a little more room over here to put the flower. So that's going to leave us. And now we are going to open this up. We're going to take our green, and we're going to take our designer series paper, and I already have this already too. And we're going to pull the tape off. And I got it a little long on the top, so I'm just bringing it down. And then we're going to just position it so it's in the middle, as close as we can be. And then we're going to stick it in the card as much in the middle as we can. I love the way that the blue and the secret C and the pink match each other. Oh, just beautiful. So all I'm going to do now is just put some tape in the middle. Find the top and the bottom again and center it. And then just press down. And you want to be careful because you don't want to glue in this area or adhere in this area, because then it's going to stick to your card. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're bringing in our white. And we are going to get out our daubers. I have my one dauber here, and I wonder what I did with that other dauber. Here she is. So I have the pink dauber and the flower. So I'm just going to bring out the flower. And I'm going to put that there, and then I'll be right back. And I have this, and so I'm going to take my pink, and I am just going to daub it. Oh boy, you guys can't even see. I am just going to daub pink all over it. So that's going to be my one. Then, because I also really like to add, just to bring a little bit more color in, I am going to bring in my old olive, and I'm just going to give it a little color just in the middle and a little on the side. Then I'm going to do my best Darth Vader. And then we're just going to stamp that right down in the bottom. And as you can see, I did the lines, so I need to redo this again on the other side. Thank goodness we have two sides. All right, here we go again. And let me grab something real quick. I don't want to get green on my pink, so I'm just cleaning off my pink and green. All right, here we go again with pink. Alrighty. And I'm going to just keep that opened. And then I'm just going to get just a little bit of the green. Darth Vader, straight down, straight up. There we go. So that's going to be the inside. Now, we are going to move everything out of the way. And then we are going to take our card. And we are going to center it on the back. And we are going to tape the back. Now, just make sure that the front of your card, okay, goes face down. We're going to center it inside the old olive. And then we are just going to bring that across the top. Glue it down, and when we open it, then it matches up with the green, and the green covers it. There we go. That's what we have so far. Then we're going to take our little accents, and we are going to gently color these. So I got a gentle color, and the same with the pink. So we have just a gentle color on the inside. So now we are going to take our green, and I am just going to add, let me close these real quick, you guys, so then I can. I thought I was going to have to use the Daubers again, but I had enough tape on it, or enough on it. We're going to take this, and we're just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom and on one side. And then we're going to add this up in the corner. Then we're taking our little flower. We are going to put a glue dot on, or excuse me, a dimensional on the back. And then we're going to just add that down at the bottom. So here's what our card looks like so far. And I just left the inside because I think that you guys have to have your own decision about what do you want things to say on the inside. And this gives you a little more, you don't have a lot of room to write on this. And then I took the cloud cover because I just wanted to give a little more of the light blue accents to this. And I took one of the big blue and I stuck it in the middle. And then I took the next one, whoa, and I'm going to just stick it up here on the top. And then the last one, I just thought, let's put something right by the sentiment. And that's what our second card looks like. So here you go. Whoop, whoop. We got our two cards. That we created. So there you go. Moving this out of the way. And then, again, our cards then for the other two look like this. This is the card we did today. These cards. So take a picture. I hope that you like the cards, you guys. This is just so much fun for me. We're going to do side flap again next week because I have a couple of other cards I'd like to share with you and just get you back into being creative again. So I hope that you have really enjoyed yourself. Again, my name is Kevon. I am from www.ktstamps.com. That's where you can find all the information. You can get all the cutting and scoring measurements. I create the cards all the time just for you, hoping that you love them. And I hope that you come back. If you're on YouTube, please say hi. Give me a like. If you're on Facebook, I don't know whether Facebook will come up today, but if you are on Facebook, then please make sure that you just let me know. Give me a like. Take a look at the video. I just love what I'm doing, and I want to share that with you. So take care, you guys. Bye-bye.